This is the story of living simply in Sicily. Why don't you come along with us and sing along the way? If you had a favorite group that you used to sing with, try and imagine you can still hear them now.
Hi, I'm Gigi. I'm going to just talk a little bit about getting a passport renewed. But first, I just wanted to explain that I did get my dual citizenship. I got my Italian citizenship in 2012, and I got my passport, Italian passport, in 2015. It took 2 years and 7 months for the beginning of when I first got my appointment to getting my final citizenship. I didn't hire a lawyer, I did it myself. And it was helpful because a cousin of mine had done it previously, so she had some of the Italian documents that I needed already from my grandfather's side. It was kind of an intense process because you have to get a list of what you need, you have to get all the documents you need, and you have to have them translated into Italian, and then you have to have an apostille to kind of like notarize it. That's how they recognize that the document is legal. Some of the documents that we needed to go in person, so we had to fly to New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. Once we got all the documents together, then we had to take a photo a certain size. That photo wasn't the right size, so they ended up making me go downstairs and getting a new photo. So if you are going to get a passport, make sure that you check the size. I ended up getting my citizenship through my dad's side of the family, and because my grandfather came from Sicily, moved to Rhode Island, he didn't naturalize before my father was born. That line of lineage wasn't broken, so I was able to accomplish that. When somebody in your family already does it, it seems to go a lot quicker because you can pass along documents. So after I got my citizenship, I was able to give those documents to my brother, and he was able to use them. And once somebody in the family does it, it seems to go a little quicker. Because we live in Florida, I had to go to the Italian consulate that's located in Miami. That's about 3 hours away. So you have to make sure that you have everything you need because it's ridiculous to get another appointment. I had all my paperwork and everything was ready. I was grateful because we had this woman that sat with me, and I opened up all the paperwork. Jeff was able to be there, and it went very smoothly. But after I had gotten my citizenship, I wait a year for Jeff to get his citizenship. Because now he's married to an Italian, but it has to be 1 year later. And in that time period, they changed the whole system, so everything had to be done online. And that was a process, and it didn't work out very well because they kept thinking that he was living in America and I was living in Italy, and it got a little troppo complicato, way too complicated, and they ended up denying him. I now have a passport that is going to expire in December. So the new way of doing the passport renewal system is an online system called Prenoti @me, and you have to have sign up through their, fill out the paperwork and so forth, and then you go onto this website. And the way that they say that you have to do it is you have to have multiple devices that you can get online and ready to hit the passport button at exactly 6 p.m., which is 12 Italian time, in order to get a special code and you have like 4 minutes to get it done, or else they say everything's full. And mostly that's what you get is a little notice saying there's no availability. So you have multiple devices and you do it all at once. And the first time that I got in, I got the code, I went through, quickly, and I went through the months, and it's all red, January red, February red, March, all the way until July. It was red halfway through, and then there was nothing else there. There weren't any empty squares or anything. I thought, okay, so the next time Jeff was busy with the other devices, so I'm like, okay, let me just try it on my phone just quickly. Right before a meeting, we were ready to leave, so I thought, okay, let's just do this quickly. So I got in, which was amazing. And then I got the code. I went in and I'm like, okay, I'm going to scroll right to August. And in July, there was one little green box, so I clicked that. So I actually got an appointment. This is the process that you have to do. So if you are ready and your passport is expiring, mine is expiring in December. Remember though, you can't fly on a passport that's expiring less than 6 months, so I could only use that halfway through the year and I wouldn't be able to. So I'm thankful that I got the appointment in July. But this is the process of getting your citizenship. Now it's an online process, and then getting your passport renewed is an online process. So if you have a few little hints on what to do, like doing it at 6 p.m., having multiple devices, it does make it a little easier. So hope that helps. I hope that you continue to watch us. We are not living in Sicily at the moment, but we have possible plans of returning. We are now having our roof put on. This hurricane season has been really, really detrimental to our area in Punta Gorda, Florida. So we had to fly back, and we've been stuck here for 2 years since. So we're hoping we can get back. We're just gonna wait and see if that happens. But thank you for continuing to support us. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that button. Ciao for now.